Now, I'm not entirely sure what exactly to touch upon on this video because the basics of it are so simple. I don't usually wear glasses. I'm not going to wear them for this. The basics of this video is just so simple, and it's like almost a exact copy of the first game, but I'm not entirely sure what to talk about. But we're talking about Overwatch 2 for this one, for this episode. Um, Besides the fact that it got like a PlayStation 5 release, which I do have a PlayStation 5, um, it is literally almost the exact same thing as Overwatch 1, but I guess it's fair enough because it was free. I didn't pay for just the same game again. So it's weird. It's a really weird thing. There are currently in the game 3 new operators or heroes, or what are they called? I actually have it up on the other thing right now. What are they? Heroes. Heroes. That's what they call them. There's 3 new ones. Junker Queen, which is like a tank, basically another Roadhog. She has like a throwing knife though, so it's a little more difficult to do than Roadhog's hook. And she is pretty fun to do, but she's kind of squishy. So, depending on how good you are, she could either be good or bad. There's also Kiriko, which is a healer who has throwing knives and healing paper like things. If you know Japanese lore, then you probably know what those are. They're kind of like spell papers. I don't really know what they are, but they're significant in Japanese culture. And then the third one, what's her name? Sojourn. She's a damage. She's a damage class, and she's really cool. I like her. Her gun has absolutely insane DPS and like firing rate. She's kind of difficult to get used to, but once you get the hang of her, she's pretty interesting. She's really pretty actually a good like hero to play as. Those are the only 3 that are currently in the game as of right now. They'll definitely be introducing way more. The only other thing I can really think about that's new to Overwatch 2 in particular, is the new maps and the new game mode. I've only seen 1 new game mode so far. Well, maybe I've seen more and I just didn't realize that they were. But it's like kind of like a tug of war game mode where you have a robot but pushes a barricade across the map, and whoever pushes their barricade the farthest wins the match. And if they get all the way to the other side, they win automatically. But it's like tug of war, because the robot, you can push the robot back and forth rather than immediately it has to go through that entire pathway all the way back to the other one to push it. So it's interesting, and the matches in that game mode can go pretty like a long ways. Other than that, it's literally just Overwatch 1, but with some tweaks to it that somehow it's weird. It's slightly different enough to make it like slightly less bullcrap than the first game. I don't know how to explain it exactly. Like they nerfed some characters and they changed some things. Like Orisa no longer has her shield. It's instead a spear and like this other thing. Bastion no longer has his self-healing ability and cannot no longer turn into a stationary turret that just goes on forever. Instead, he turns into a temporary mobile turret. He still has that crazy overpowered turret thing, but it moves and it's only for a limited time. And he cannot no longer heal himself. And I think those are the only 2 like really crazy changes that I've seen so far. But yeah, if I were to rate this game, it would probably be a 7 out of 10, because the original Overwatch, it was a game that I could just kind of turn my brain off and play. I didn't have to think about too much, and the tweaks there's been tweaks in it, so I don't no longer feel like I'm a complete absolute trash at the game. I don't know if that's just me being bad at it or the skill of the game got tweaked a bit. I'm not entirely sure. But it is literally just Overwatch 1 with a new skin on it and some new game modes and stuff. I don't know what they're planning on unveiling future in future updates or whatever. Oh, they got rid of loot boxes. That's another thing. And instead they have the oh so great and oh so everywhere now battle pass system. So instead of the crate system that they had in previous things, now it's just a battle pass. So yeah, that's fun. That's always interesting. You have to buy into that battle pass and it just goes. There's no two different tiers where it's like a premium and a regular battle pass. You have to buy in order to get access to that entire battle pass. So I guess that's pretty good, but at the same time, if you don't get that battle pass, you literally get nothing, no matter how much you play. So that's a kind of iffy thing, but if I had to rate it, it'd be 7 out of 10, like I said. It's good, but it literally is just Overwatch 1 with a new skin. So I hope you enjoyed this video. That's basically my opinion on it, and I'll see you next time. Stay up, guys. It's fun, though. It's fun. I recommend it. It's good. It's fun. Take care, guys.